This is The Grip by The Plenteous Life. The speed of less, how cutting back fuels impact. Welcome back to The Grip. I'm Becky Henderson, founder and principal coach of The Plenteous Life. I quit something every Thursday. This wasn't a quit. It was a profound strategy we received from the great Bob Goff when he spoke to our gathering of leaders. He went on to explain that many of us have a habit of saying yes to new commitments without first making room for them in our lives, or that we don't pursue what truly matters to us because we've already allocated our time to all the things we think we should do. At a certain point, Bob decided he would remedy this for himself by proactively quitting something every week. And the result? A life with less stress and more clarity, energy, and impact. In today's issue of The Grip, we're illuminating this paradox of slowing down to speed up, how pruning back produces more. Discover how to utilize this paradox to create more than enough of what really matters to you. Let's dive in. Ruthlessly eliminate too much. Is your current schedule unworkable? One of the biggest reasons for this is you're not clear on your true commitments. Every minute spent on activities misaligned with your actual commitments will drain you of precious resources. When you're not clear on your commitments, you end up saying yes too often and no, not nearly enough. You fill your calendar with obligations that don't actually matter to you and expend tons of energy going nowhere. Frankly, it's exhausting. Getting clear on your commitments and turning them into your schedule will powerfully upgrade the quality of your life. Most people can rightly handle 5 to 7 genuine commitments at any given time. Beyond that, our capacity to deliver on them diminishes. There's no magic set of commitments, but here are some examples to spark ideas for identifying your own commitments, and these are in no particular order. Personal relationships, career and professional development, optimized mental and physical well-being, spiritual vitality and maturity, financial independence, community contribution, creative expression and exploration, business growth, service and impact, networking and connecting. Identify up to 5 or 7 commitments to give your full attention right now, and decide how much time you will allot to each one, daily, weekly, monthly. Include every activity you will engage in to fulfill each commitment. That's your new schedule. That's it. Everything else? Delegate it, outsource it, file it away for later, or cut it out completely. If it's not a commitment right now, it's too much. So get it off your calendar. When I took on the commitment to write my book Intentional, I scaled back the number of clients I coached that year, as well as certain responsibilities at home, to make room for the creative work I would need to do. Rather than it being a year of stress and overwhelm from trying to cram in one more thing, it was a year of energy, productivity, and peace. By making room for a new commitment, I created the experience of always having enough time. Being intentional with how you organize commitments is a lever for life mastery. It flips the script from life happening to you co-creating with life. Focus your time on fulfilling genuine commitments, and your momentum, satisfaction, and impact will increase like never before. Architect your schedule. Life shows up in the space created for it. And if there is no space available, it will create its own with all the subtlety of a wrecking ball. The number one reason people are constantly behind is they schedule every minute of every day and leave no room in their calendar for the unexpected. To have enough time to fulfill commitments, you must schedule more than enough time to fulfill commitments. Do yourself a favor and get to know your new best friend, margin. Margin is space built into your calendar between activities, at work and home. Notice I'm not saying give yourself more time to complete each task. No, margin is the breathing room between tasks. It's intentional nothingness. This could be small 10 or 15-minute breaks in between meetings, or larger blocks of hours surrounding deep creative work or projects. Utilize margin by scheduling the first half of each day and week heavier, so less margin, than the last half, where you'll build in more margin. For example, schedule your morning with 1 hour of margin, and that can be divided up into smaller increments or a whole 1-hour block, and then the afternoon with 2 hours of margin. Likewise, schedule Monday through Wednesday with 3 hours of margin built into each day, and Thursday through Friday with 4 hours of margin built into each day. Then, when a task takes longer than the time you allocated for it, or the unexpected happens, you already have availability later in your day or week to accommodate it. This next statement may surprise you, but it's practiced by the most effective leaders in the world. Aim to make 25 to 50% of your calendar margin. That means blank space. If you do the work to get clear on your 5 to 7 commitments and ruthlessly eliminate anything that isn't a true commitment from your schedule, you'll have no problem making at least 25% of your calendar margin. Margin empowers you to more easily keep your word with yourself and others. It's the secret to eliminating the constant rescheduling, showing up late, or falling behind when the unexpected strikes. Notice how simple and painless it is to slide a task from the morning to the afternoon, or from a Monday to a Thursday, when there is dedicated space available for it. Your life will not magically take on a sustainable pace for you to create margin in your schedule. It's only by creating margin in your schedule that your life will take on a sustainable pace. With margin, you become master of your schedule rather than your schedule mastering you. Remember, no and yes go together. Saying no to non-essentials in your schedule is saying yes to your commitments. So don't ever apologize for it. A schedule of genuine commitments with more than enough time allotted to fulfill them will have you excited to get out of bed every morning. And we need more of you living like that every day. Keep creating. This has been another issue of The Grip. From all of us at The Plenteous Life, may you prosper in every way.